In 1862, Civil War General Lew Wallace was in disgrace, with an illustrious military career in ruins. But he picked himself up and became the governor of the territory of New Mexico, where he wrote the best-selling novel of the 19th century, Ben Hur, A Tale of the Christ. It was kind of a novelization of the New Testament Bible, with the life of Judah Ben Hur running parallel to the works of Jesus Christ. With perhaps divine grace, the story took hold. The play of the book ran on Broadway for 22 years. The first movie, made in 1925, was the biggest movie of the silent film era. It was made again in 1959, starring Charlton Heston, and was huge again, winning 11 Academy Awards. In 2009, an ambitious German impresario decided to stage Ben Hur live in arenas across Europe. That's where I got involved. They hired me to do the music for this giant live show, along with 400 Ukrainians and 46 horses. While the show was being assembled in Düsseldorf, Germany, I was recording ethnic music in Istanbul. And big orchestra in Bratislava, Slovakia. Had to pay the orcs in gold, but that's another story. The show opened in London, and right there on the floor of the O2 Arena, with 500 tons of special sand, we did the whole thing. The Pirates' Sea Battle, the chariot race, and yes, the coming of the Christ. I also got to ride in on a horse and narrate the thing, since the dialogue was in Latin and Aramaic. After playing in cities across Europe over the next 2 years, the show ran its course. And looking for an excuse to play just the music, myself with an orchestra, my manager, Derek Power, suggested we look at the 1925 version of the film, the silent black and white epic that had been supplanted by the Heston talkie of 1959. The movie is a masterpiece, a forgotten giant of the silent film era. I was pretty excited about those 400 Ukrainians, but this thing had a cast of tens of thousands. A gigantic performance in front of 48 hand-cranked cameras. Every facet of available film technology was pushed to the limit, as were the cast and crew. Lives were lost. Dashing Ramon Navarro carried scars from this shot for the rest of his life. 80 years later, we raid the Warner Brothers vault and pull out the ancient celluloid. It takes 10 days to defrost. Last time the old girl was out of her cans was in the 60s, when it was telecine to video. It was a harsh medium, but has been the only available version, ending up on DVD as bonus material on the Heston version box set. Until now. With 21st century technology, we crevulated the old masterpiece onto giant hard drives to find a thing of great power and beauty, but dinged and scratched and a little faded by time. It took me a year to heal the worst scars and calibrate the contrast for every shot. Meanwhile, the music had to be assembled on paper for orchestras to play live. Detailed instructions for 60 orcs, including me, to play in tight formation in sync with the movie. There's a big book for the conductor with music for everybody. And each guy gets their own little book with just their part. It takes me 2.5 years to fill all those books up. The Virginia Arts Festival commissioned the first show of the result of all this and gave me the resources to work out the kinks. The mighty Chicago Symphony slammed through the piece after just one rehearsal of the 90-minute program. If you put it on paper, they will play it. The show is getting pretty slick after rides with more orchestras across the lands. It is a huge honor to ride my chariot in the company of this monument of film.